day 2 of the World Series of Darts finals in Amsterdam. I'm going to go through all of the second lot of first round ties, give my prediction on it, and sort of talk about each of the games. So I am recording this in work, so I'm going to get this video out and then recap this action, and then we will give my evening session predictions for round 2. Chris Dobey, Luke Woodhouse. Could be an interesting game. Dobey has shown signs of real quality this season, but he's also shown signs of potentially lapsing concentration in games like this. We've seen him lose to Luke Woodhouse before. I think that might have just been in a Pro Tour event, but we know that Luke Woodhouse can cause an upset. I'm going to go with Dobey to win 6-4. I think Dobey does find a way through. Second game, Cameron Menzies, Peter Wright, an all-Scottish affair in Amsterdam. And I don't know which way to go, because Cameron Menzies has got pure quality when he needs to be. Peter Wright, of course, two-time world champion, has won a lot in this sport. So, you can never write off Peter Wright in these type of matches. Does his bad form continue? We're not really seeing him do amazingly in pull-up trees recently, but I think he beats Cameron Menzies 6-4. Johnny Tartar, Ross Smith, again, this one is basically pick your scoreline. I think without offence towards Johnny Tartar, I think it is basically what is the score going to be rather than who wins. So I'm going to go 6-2. I think Johnny Tartar takes a couple of legs off Ross Smith, but I think it's pretty sailing for Smudger. Cord Decker against Raymond van Barneveld. Now this is a real good tie because both of these players can get through to the next round. Cord Decker, 6'5", I think, absolute beast of a man, takes on Raymond van Barneveld. Of course, the Amsterdam crowd will be behind Barneveld, but I could see Decker causing an upset. I'm gonna go 6-5 Barney. I think it's gonna be tight, and I think Barney just about gets through. Gezi Price against Danny Lauby. Now, Gezi Price is playing ridiculously well this year. Won in Poland, I think, the other week. A genuine threat to the two Lukes at the World Championships and towards the back end of the year to really get that quality and that sort of winning mentality back for the Welsh number one. Danny Lauby is a good player, but I just think his erraticness on the board is going to cost him in this one. I'm going to go for 6-3 Gezi Price. Luke Littler, Simon Whitlock, of course, won this event last year. Luke Littler, I don't see Simon Whitlock putting an end to his potential back-to-back reigning World Series of Darts Masters final title. I think Humphreys is probably the only one that could stop Luke Littler right now, maybe even Price, but I'm going to go with 6-2 to Luke Littler. I think Whitlock gets a couple of legs, but should be plain sailing for the Nuke. Johnny Clayton against Jason Brandon. I'm going to go 6-0. I know I'm Welsh and I'm probably a little bit biased, but I just don't see Brandon getting any legs off Johnny Clayton. We saw him at the Modus Super Series, not really played well there. And I think Johnny Clayton finds it pretty simple. I think I'm going to go for a 6-0 bagel. And then the final game is Nathan Aspinall, Dave Chisnell. Now, Nathan obviously lost to James Wade, didn't he, at the recent European Tour. Yes, James Wade whacked in 107, 108 average in doing so, and was an unbelievable performance from the machine. Nathan Aspinall has got that tendency to slip off during a game. Again, who knows? Dave Chisnell's always been the type of player that has been so good on the floor, so good up until like a semi-final and a final, and that's when he just falls apart. I think Nathan Aspinall will find it pretty easy in this one. I'm going to go for 6-4 to the Asp, 6-3 to the Asp. Let me know your predictions down below. Dobey to beat Woodhouse, Peter Wright to beat Cammy Menzies, Smith to beat Tartar, Barneveld to beat Decker, Danny Lauby to beat Price, Littler to beat Whitlock, Clayton to beat Brandon, and Nathan Aspinall to beat Dave Chisnell. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. And make sure you are up to date for more darts content from me. And let the games begin. Hopefully a good afternoon session.